Welcome back to Draft House, everyone. I am Joe. Today we'll be doing a Baltimore Ravens 2026 NFL mock draft. As a reminder, like and subscribe. We'll be going through every single NFL team before free agency and then again after free agency with team mock drafts. We'll also have more on the channel as we get closer to the 2026 NFL draft. So the Ravens on the clock at pick number 14 did not make the playoffs this year. Jesse Minter comes in as head coach. We'll see what he wants to do here. There are plenty of upgrades they can utilize to get back towards being competitive. Pick number 14, you could go Keldrick Falk. I think he's a guy who could fit in on the Ravens defensive line because he's a bigger edge rusher if you're running a 4-3, but 3-4, could he play defensive end in a 3-4 scheme? Probably, especially because he's not the best pass rusher. So that's something I would consider. But I'd also consider Caleb Banks. We didn't get to see him this year because he was injured, but I think maybe a better fit and for this Baltimore Ravens defense from the start. Get the defensive line figured out. Justin Madubuike had a neck injury last year. Make sure you can get some guys up front. All right, pick number 45. Once, the needs are the guard and a wide receiver. Looks like maybe some of the guard, Gamaliel Pregnon and Jennings Dunker went a little bit earlier. We could take a tackle, move him to guard. They've done that with Daniel Villele before. Not really a wide receiver that's near the top of the board. Besides Omar Cooper, we can go Omar Cooper. Let's take him. Let's get some more juice for this offense. Again, just need more playmaking ability at the wide receiver position, and we'll see if a guard. Usually you can find guards and offensive linemen more easily later on, specifically guards. Here we go. Chase Basantis, the guard out of Texas A&M, probably a guy you can plug and play, even to getting him in the third round. So we'll take him there. And fix that offensive line. And now, all the needs are taken. I would say there's still some other things you can take to kind of help, whether it's depth or whether it's guys who can possibly start for you. But fourth round, pick 115. Not really looking for, too many guys. You're not going to find too many guys who can't start for you. All right, could go DJ Campbell. Could double up on guard if you really want to do that. Keelan Rutledge has been doing pretty well in the Senior Bowl practices. Let's go Malik Muhammad though. Let's get some corner depth. Marlon Humphrey getting up there in age. We have him not playing well some of the time. So get another corner, even though you used some picks on defensive backs in the last couple of years. All right, so next pick up is 152. I think Isaiah Likely possibly leaving this offseason. Let's go Daquan Wright, the tight end out of Ole Miss, and get another tight end for that room. That seems like to be something that makes them comfortable is having extra tight ends. So let's take him, a guy who could create some matchup problems for an offense. Maybe not a guy who's going to be the best inline tight end at the start, but that's okay. All right, next one up. Let's get Jaden Ott, the running back from Oklahoma, now transferred to Oklahoma from Cal after good years at Cal. Did not work out at Oklahoma at all, but DeMarco Murray, the way he rotates his running backs, is questionable to say the least. So, I'm going to say that Jaden Ott still has some talent. Fifth round pick here, get some depth behind Derrick Henry at the running back position. Uh, Round five, let's go Jalen Daniels with these back-to-back picks. We'll go Jalen Daniels first, a guy who can help mimic what Lamar Jackson does, and no one can mimic what he does, but a guy who can run, but also has a pretty good arm as well. I think you can use him to develop behind Lamar Jackson. All right, so next pickup, we got 173. We've taken tight end, we've taken wide receiver, we've taken running back. Let's see. We got 3 picks left. We'll go. We'll go with Kevin Coleman, the wide receiver out of Missouri. Again, get more depth for that wide receiver room as well. And with these last picks, we're going to see if we can get some guys who can maybe make the team and impact special teams. We'll take, with the first one, we'll take VJ Payne, the safety out of Kansas State. And with the second pick here in the 7th round, let's take Eric Gentry, the linebacker out of USC. All right, so we're going to go to the grades for the draft now, see how they grade us out. Give us a B for this draft. We'll see what we can do here while we're going through this. Caleb Banks, I think, is a good pick. Could have taken Keldrick Falk and could have said, hey, let's play you at 3-4, defensive end. And I think that's something he could do, could beef up a little bit and be that guy. But I like Caleb Banks because he's like obviously experienced on the interior. Do have to figure out what how injured he is and how he's able to go, if he's able to go by the season and all that stuff. Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver out of Indiana, I think is actually the best Indiana receiver in this draft. I think he's got an element of explosion that can be a little bit more than Elijah Surratt has. Would be fine with either one at pick 45, but Omar Cooper's there. We're going to take him, help the offense. Chase Basantis, the guard out of Texas A&M, really need to improve the interior offensive line for the Ravens this offseason, so we're going to get Basantis there. Malik Muhammad, the corner out of Texas. Daquan Wright, the tight end out of Ole Miss. Jaden Ott, the running back out of Oklahoma. Jalen Daniels, the quarterback out of Kansas. Wide receiver Kevin Coleman out of Missouri. Safety VJ Payne out of Kansas State. And linebacker Eric Gentry out of USC. So let me know what you think of this draft in the comments below. What was your favorite pick? What was your least favorite pick? We'll be back with more mock drafts in the future. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.